Hello, dear friends! We took a short break and went on a mini vacation to small Russian town Plyos. It's not so far away from us, just under 5 hours, but at the middle of our journey we stopped in another small Russian town, Suzdal. Suzdal on English, and on Russian it will be Suzdal, for lunch and work. We chose this restaurant, the Graphene, and my husband ordered the borscht, while I ordered the pea soup with smoked meat. I didn't like it, it was too salty, the presentation was not in a restaurant style, it was like eating at home, and also it was too expensive for such poor quality. We paid 1,200 Russian rubles for 2 soups. Mamma mia. We arrived at the house which we rented in the suburbs of Plyos. Let me show you what we rented for 2 nights. It's a small A-frame house with a small kitchen and a little dining area opposite the entrance. Here is also a recycling zone with sofa on the first floor. The kitchen has everything you need, including a sink, dish, a kettle, and some groceries, sugar, salt, and sunflower oil. It's very convenient. There is even an electric stove, a kitchen utensils, a mini fridge, and a microwave. You can also order some meal if you want. The bathroom, a wash basin, a mirror. Hey, it's me! Hi to everyone, sending you a kiss. Also, the hair dryer. I don't know how it will be more correctly, a or the. I don't know which article to use in such situation. If you can help me, just text at the comments below. Some towels, a water heater, the toilet, and the shower. There is a set of garden furniture under the stairs. Hey, it's a cat. A cat is included in the payment, and a small lounge area with a TV and a workplace. Let's go to the second floor, and there is only a bed and a pair of sockets on each side. I noticed how poorly the linoleum was made. In general, it would be possible to put laminate flooring here, because this tiny room is used only for recreation. Here's the view from the second floor, and let's see what the house looks like from the outside. So, let's go out. Don't forget to greet the kitty. We've left our animals behind, but the animals won't let us go. There is a minion-shaped ashtray outside, a barbecue grill, and this is what the A-frame house itself looks like. We've additionally paid for this Furaco barrel, which we will be taking tomorrow. The view is beautiful, but I have a question. How can we take the barrel if other guests are walking around? I would prefer a fence or some kind of a barrier to add more privacy. By the way, we bought a stain of the same color and plan to change the facades of our house when we will arrive back home. A small detail which I want to tell you. I noticed that in the bathroom the soap dispenser perfectly matches my earrings. Just look, this small detail greatly improved my mood. The owner of this A-frame house recommended us to visit the Chugunok restaurant. It has a commercial appearance, in my personal opinion, with a large outdoor area and stunning view of the Volga River. The interior inside is spacious, with plenty of seating options, but the design feels more like a food court, which I find for myself uncomfortable and inconsistent with the whole restaurant's concept. The menu is large, so I chose the Plyos fish soup. My husband ordered the Russian potatoes with beef called skoblanka, and we also chose the farmer's pie and also Chuvilkin's signature tea. It's a bit unpleasant to choose some food for yourself from the menu in such bad condition. It doesn't match with the place and the prices here. I worked in a HoReCa sphere, and I can't just skip this moment. This special herbal tea is served with sugar in milk, and some marshmallows, which is not the level for such kind of restaurant. For me, it's just mess. Can't we make the presentation of the signature tea more authentic? For example, to put a tea into a samovar, that Russian special dish. Even you can put with the tea some bagels, Russian bagels, or some gingerbread, also Russian gingerbread. And even if it will be more expensive, it's not a problem to pay more for such a presentation. This is the level of a local small coffee shop, not more. The Plyos fish soup is a complete cringe for me. As you know, I came from Murmansk, and I know exactly what the taste of fish soup should be, as well as its appearance, consistency, and also presentation. The potato slices are rough, chopped, and there is one piece of each of the 3 types of fish. There is 5-6 pieces of potatoes, 1 shrimp, and something red. I don't know what is this. Maybe it's a tomato or something else. For me, it was not tasty. It was disgusting. My husband ordered that special dish called skoblanka meat with potatoes, and also it was made with honey and cognac. It's really just potatoes with meat. It's edible, but nothing special. I didn't taste any cognac or honey in this dish. And okay, if you want just to fill your stomach with all of the above, it's okay. But that's not why we came here. We came here for something else. I hope you understand me. The farmer's pie was delicious. It's a cross between a New York cheesecake and a San Sebastian. In general, in a bad mood, we left this restaurant and went for a walk around Plyos. This is the route to the city center from the tourist parking, which is free on weekends. The pedestrian streets are narrow for a tourist destination, but it has their own charm. The city has retained its historical character, and it's really very cozy, and I want to say it's very warm. The road leads to the hill where the center of Plyos is located. The views are very picturesque. The air is stunningly fresh, filled with the scent of summer flowers, herbs, and trees. This city map will help you to study its compact layout, which is not without its hidden gems. There are a lot of hidden gems inside this little town. We followed the path directly uphill. From here, we had a breathtaking view of the city, of the Volga River, and the scenery was mesmerizing. We were walking in a small park, and it was around 7:30 p.m., so there were no people around. My husband spotted an old wooden church, and we planned to explore it the next day. The atmosphere is very calm and cozy. We found a place like this in the corner, which for some reason reminded me of some wild jungle. Wow, very beautiful, really. We go down from this park to skip this wild path and to come to the center of Plyos. This is central square of that little Russian town Plyos. Some shops, some coffee shops, other institutions, and also Kalashne Street, which is already closed. Kalashna Street, it's a street where you can buy some special Russian items, souvenirs. Okay, some local business, and this is, by the way, a boutique with clothes and home textiles, restaurants and cafes, which we will get only tomorrow. And now tomorrow has come, and this is the restaurant called Taverna Krutoyar, with a new menu from the capital, from the Moscow chef, The setting is absolutely delightful, with a tasteful interior design that pays homage to the past century. We ordered a special herbal tea. Also, for a gastronomic aperitif, we enjoyed some delicious salad with grapes, specially prepared lemons, arugula and mozzarella. Personally, I don't like arugula or arugula, help me, but the combination of slightly bitter arugula with sweet grapes, with sour lemons, with spicy olives, and with neutral cheese created an incredible flavor. Oh my god, it was really tasty. The second day in Plyos was cloudy and cool, but we still decided to take a walk around the city. We were actively offered a boat trip on the Volga River, but we wisely declined. However, we always dream of trying a river cruise. Who knows? Maybe next year we will try it. The road in the center of Plyos is well maintained, but only locals or visitors with a special permit can use it. As mentioned earlier, all other visitors must park their cars in the special tourist parking. It takes maybe 10 or 15 minutes to walk leisurely to the center of Plyos. If you are interested in cultural experience, you can, of course, visit some local museums, but we chose to take a walk and reach the second most famous monument in Plyos, this summer resident girl. A girl sitting on a bench and looking at the Volga River. After turning off the main street, we went straight to the Petropavlovskaya mountain. Since 1974, it has been called the Levitan mountain. Here is the historical complex Zarechная Sloboda, which includes ancient wooden crosses that match the examples of crosses from the 16th to the 19th centuries. There is a monument to the great Russian artist Isaac Levitan, who is depicted working at an easel. I think he is a little confused because, please note, he does not have a brush. Levitan painted sketches for his famous painting about the eternal peace here. After leaving Levitan's mouth, we went to explore the local cozy architecture. There are many old houses that were once owned by rich people. As we descended to the square, we took a little break for a very tasty coffee. And then we looked around Kalashna Street. I already mentioned it, but we didn't find anything particularly interesting for us. However, at the restaurant called simply the restaurant, in a Russian old style, using some extra old lettuce. So we enjoyed a boil of borscht with pink sour cream and a chicken cutlet in the Plyos style, served with a bed of fried potatoes and mushrooms. It was really tasty. Well, if you are visiting Plyos and you are not going to try the famous fish Plyos pies, it means that you just waste your money. In addition to the fish pies, you can also enjoy some sweet special Plyos pies, and who knows, maybe you would like to drink a cup of soup. It is also possible to indulge in local homemade tinctures and liqueurs, but we are not fond of alcohol, so we just skipped that moment. It is easy to find places with that special fish pies. You can see in Plyos several establishments which are called Plyos corner, so you can read some fresh news in the newspaper. A fresh issue is always available for your reading. Well, we are now enough for the Plyos, and we were ready to return to our A-frame house. I want to say a little bit more about Plyos' famous fish pies. Well, we bought 4 pies with different fish, with zander, with throat, with cod, and with pipes. It smells really tasty, but firstly, you need to warm them up a little in the microwave, for example. Okay, and while they are warming up, I want to show you which souvenirs you can bring from Plyos. Socks. Yes, socks made from natural cotton, linen, and nettle. I also found a special matchbox, which is something that I have never seen before, even though I've traveled extensively throughout Russia. I had a lot of travels, but I never saw such thing, and also it's a magnet. Well, I also bought this special black salt. It's a special type of salt which made in the Kostroma. Kostroma is a city which located near Plyos. Also, I found a gem in a beautiful packing featuring the artist Levitan, because the Plyos is a special place for our famous artist Isaac Levitan. And this jam made from mango and ginger, and I hope that it's very tasty. We always bring some magnets from our trips. My husband chose this magnet in the shape of an old Russian window frame. At home we have a lot of magnets on the fridge from different trips. Do you have some magnets on your fridge? I also have a small collection of thimbles, and here a little thimble which I found in Plyos, and it looks like something special. I will add it to my own collection. Well, it's a great pleasure to buy such little things. I love shopping on trips. On the way back, we again stopped in Suzdal town. Especially, we stopped at the famous Suzdal's restaurant called The Cucumber, and I would like to draw your attention to the hook at the bathroom. The wallpaper is completely covered with cucumbers. The mirror is decorated with green frames. Even the toilet was also green. The bathrooms in these establishments are like a separate hall in a museum. My husband ordered a special Russian cool soup named okroshka. I ordered our famous soup borscht, but by the way, borscht is a Ukrainian dish. This borscht was the best borscht I've had during this trip, really. For the second dish, of course, I had some fried fish dumplings with shrimp under a special sauce. And for dessert, I had cucumber ice cream, yes, and a special pie called tobolka, also with that vegetable. And to complete this gastronomic tour, I had a delicate wrath, of course, with